Welcome to Guys Being Guys. I'm Ollie. My partner in crime Gareth couldn't be here today, but we thought that it would be a great opportunity to share a really nice recipe for a weekend barbecue. It's one of my personal favourites, and it's a smoked, slow-cooked leg of lamb. It comes courtesy of the BBQ Pit Boys. This is totally stolen from them, so thank you very much, guys. Sadly, I haven't quite got the weather today for a summer barbecue, but it's a really simple recipe to prepare, and it's one of those things where you have to be really patient as well. It does take a few hours for the actual cooking on the barbecue because it's at low temperatures, really nice slow cooking, but the end result is fantastic. So we'll crack on now. Okay, so as you can see here, the recipe calls for a huge number of ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's nice and easy to follow. We've got some salt here, we've got some garlic granules, we've got some coarse ground black pepper, some rosemary, it's fresh from the garden, the hero of the piece, a nice big leg of lamb. The recipe calls for just covering this lovely piece of meat in an SPG rub. So that's a salt, garlic and pepper rub, and from what I've been seeing on a lot of different sort of barbecue channels on YouTube, this SPG rub is used by so many different cooks to try and create a really nice kind of base layer. So that's what we're going to create first. So we'll put the lamb just to one side, and then we're going to create our SPG rub. The ratios kind of depend upon what you want it to be, but the ones that sort of I've been reading about are that it's kind of 4 parts salt, good quality salt, to 2 parts garlic granules, and then 1 part of the black pepper. So I'm going to try and roughly do that. This is not an exact science by any means, but if we get that kind of ratio right, so that's about half the pack of salt there. Don't use garlic powder or garlic paste or even fresh garlic. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but for this rub this kind of works a little bit better. So we want about half the quantity again, garlic granules. Yeah, that's about right. And then some black pepper. Yeah, that kind of feels about right. And then we're just going to give this a bit of a mix, get it all mixed together. Now you can actually also use fresh garlic, pierce the leg of lamb and put in slivers of freshly cut garlic. I personally love garlic, but I know that quite a few of the people coming to the barbecue today are not huge fans, so the fact that I'm covering this bad boy in garlic granules already is maybe think that actually I'll leave off the garlic insertions. Keeping things nice and easy, the next step is really just to cover this leg with everything. A little bed down to begin with, then get this leg in here, and then put some more over the top. And then just kind of work it in. Because you're slow cooking this, you don't need to worry too much about any of these granules or salt burning or anything like that. It's a really slow, low cook, so a lot of this will be in sort of perfect condition come the end. But that being said, one of the things I have found is that it can be quite good at the end, once you've kind of rested the meat maybe, is actually to maybe give it a quick blast on a high temperature, really char up the outside. Because I always think that combination of a really charred outside of a nice big piece of meat and then that slow cooked, really juicy, succulent inside is a perfect combination. And that is our leg of lamb prepped and ready. The next step is we're going to get some wood chips ready as well for the smoker. I'm using the big Green Egg Company hickory chips today. Just put them in some water for about half an hour or so, and drain that off, and then whack them straight onto the barbecue in a little foil tray or smoker. The heat is only on the right hand side of the barbecue, so there's no heat underneath that lamb. A little bit of extra rosemary for flavour, and then close that lid and get the temperature up to around about 120, so quite low. The beer I'm drinking today is from the Anchor Brewing Company. It's a lovely California lager, nice and crisp and fresh. Now after about an hour or so, you keep checking, check the temperature. You're looking for about 54 to 60 degrees internal temperature for that sort of medium pink lamb. You can see some lovely smoke in there starting to colour the meat. And then after another couple of hours, we can then take it off and wrap it up for some resting. Now rest it as long as possible. I've got it in tin foil and tea towels there. And then after about half an hour of resting, we've then got this beautiful piece of meat that we can start carving in. And as you see, as the first slices come away, you can see that smoke ring where the chips and the rosemary have really got and sort of penetrated that meat on the outside there, looking absolutely delicious. I hope you have fun doing this recipe and look forward to hearing your comments.